why Black Americans are not Hebrew Israelites, but yet you are Hebrews. So it's gonna the caption is gonna be a little different, but that's okay. When it comes to videos in the Book of Law, I don't ask for like, sharing, and subscribing, and I'll explain that in every video that I do when it comes to the Book of Law. But I'm cool on trying to get attention on videos like this because I want it to be authentic. I don't want it to be synthetic, especially when it comes from the Lord's people. Now, if a foreigner want to worship my God and stuff like that, then I cool. I'm not gonna accept it because I'll never know where your heart truly lies. And then, if you go and read the book of Ezra, or not Ezra, Nehemiah, they taunted him when he sat up there and he asked the king. I forgot which one it was. I don't think it was Nebuchadnezzar, or I think it might have been King Artaxerxes or something like that. And the king asked him, because he was the king's cupbearer, and the king asked him, he was like, "What's wrong?" And he was like, "Well, I'm sad." And he was like, he wanted to go home to Jerusalem. And when it said it said Judah and Jerusalem, because Jerusalem is inside of Judah. Jerusalem is our capital. Black Americans, Hebrews. And so when you start to read the Old Testament, don't read nothing New Testament. Don't go to church for a year. It should take you roughly about 6 months, 6 to 8 months to read the Bible. If you want to do it faster, you read 15 pages a day. Read 15 pages a day like I did on the second and first time that I did, and I started to get through the book a lot faster. In the beginning of the book, you'll always see God say, the sons of the Lord, the God of Israel, I am who I am. And for the dummies out there, I'm not calling myself God, because when I said this to somebody, they said, "Oh, well, you're bold, you're calling yourself God." I'm not you, stupid. And I'm not talking about the person watching the video, I'm talking about the person that be into that pain Africanism, and you're a Black American. You're nothing but a grifter. So when you look at the beginning of the Bible, it always say the sons of Israel, or it'll say Jacob name changed to Israel. And that's part of the reason why people think that they're a Hebrew Israelite. The second reason is because when God starts to break down the tribes, and when people start going into war, like with OG King of Bashan, Bashan, he was a Canaanite king. You had all these kings that was going to war with our ancestors, with our commander Joshua, our leader Joshua. And when Moses was around, all these people was going against us. You always saw the sons of Israel, the Israelites, because that's who he was at the time. Israel was the face, in a sense, until King David came along. Or not even King David, but King Saul. And that's what people got to sit up there and got to realize. And then when you sit up there and you also start to look at some of the things going on, you're going to realize that the sons of Israel, that the country Israel, the Israelites, and I ain't gonna. I used to be like, "Fuck them niggas, woo woo," you know what I'm saying? Because I knew we was Judah, but at the same time, I seen that God wanted the God of Israel, I am who I am, wanted Israel and Judah to be close. Those are our close relatives. Why are we beefing with each other? Why are we killing each other? Why are we imposing hardship on each other when one of us is up, instead of helping our cousin or helping our close relatives, and then we both can be up, and anything on the earth that would have came towards us, we would have been able to hold our own and stand our ground with the help of the Lord, the God of Israel. I am who I am. But you'll realize why you're not a Hebrew Israelite is because also, for those Hebrew Israelites, why can't y'all explain to me why the God of Israel, I am who I am, said that the Assyrians were carried off? The Assyrians killed the Hebrew Israelites, or killed the Israelites, but he also sat up there and said that the people of Judah was carried out to Babylon in captivity. So why can't y'all explain that to me? Y'all have a great day.